Next, we're going to work on clicking on the chat head and bring it to the top of the screen and having the messenger icon pop out as well. So what we're going to do is drag this up a little bit more, which is our 3D transformation holding our image of our chat head. We're going to get an interaction. Connect it. Next we're going to make a patch, which we're going to duplicate many times. So we're going to go in here, firstly get a splitter. Next we're going to get a sample and hold. Then a multiplexer. And math. And that's all we need. So we're going to separate these out with the splitter and publish the input with the splitter. Connect it up to our value and sampling. Connect this to our source index, and we're going to connect both our math patches and publish both those inputs. We need one last patch for here, which is going to be an inertia patch. I'm going to copy it, bring it in here, paste it, connect the output to spring center and publish a spring stiffness and friction, also the output. And finally the reset. So what we're going to do firstly is connect our mouse down to our input, which as you can see here is our virtual splitter, and connecting to the value and sampling. And then connecting this to our translation X, which is going to move the 3D transformation, which has the chat head inside it. So we're going to press Command 1 and give the second value, which is this one here, source 1, a value of minus 0.03. So if we click on it, it comes out from the side. Nothing too amazing yet, so we're just going to rename this X, duplicate it, call it Y. Basically the same procedure here. Connect it to Y, but we're going to give it a value of 0.2. You can see here if we just tick these boxes, it sets the values to its source 0, which would be the first initial value. So if we click it, we can see it goes to the top. We just want to reduce this bounce to about 6. So we reset both those, click it again. It's a little bit better. What we also want to do is create an overlay, so the screen goes a little bit dark when you click on your chat head to bring up the message pane. So we're going to duplicate this again, get a sprite for our overlay. Make it taller. Drop it down a level beneath our chat head. We're going to get a HSL color. We're going to turn on the hue, saturation and luminosity to 0, so we can get a black color. And we're just going to change that from 0 to 0.5 and connect that to alpha, and our mouse down to input. So if we just do this once more, and as you can see we get a nice overlay, which isn't too harsh. And the next thing to do is bring in our messenger icon. And we can just bring in the same thing we had for our icons below our avatar. So we're just going to bring in here, this one. And we're just going to reset that. There we go. And get a sprite. we're just going to give it a width and height of 0.16. Connect this up, drop it below our chat head, and we're going to do a similar procedure here of copying these down for the X, and we're going to copy an interaction and connect it up. And now we're just going to give our X inertia patch initial value of 0.2815 and a clicked value of 0.0785. And instead of copying another inertia patch for our Y position of our messenger icon, what we can do is basically get a matte patch, bring it down here, and copy our output of our Y inertia patch for our chat head, basically add another little bit onto it, and we're going to add 0.3084, which might not be correct, but we can play with the values and get a suitable position for it. So connect it to the Y, and as you can see it's going a little bit above it, so we're just going to change it a bit. Yes, that looks okay there. And the next thing we're going to do is copy our HSL color and inertia patch up here and change the transparency. So we're going to connect that there. And what we want is the messenger icon to be completely transparent when it's behind this icon, just or behind this chat head, just so it look like there is absolutely nothing behind it, whereas before you could just about see the outline of the messenger icon. So this method just makes it a little bit more seamless. So we're going to bring all of these values up because we wanted to have a color of white, because that's the true color in Quartz Composer to show an image as you would have imported it. So we have that set to white, and we're going to change our values here from 0 to 1. We don't want to connect this mouse down to these inertia patches, because that is the messenger icon interaction, so we can't obviously click that yet. So we're just going to connect these to it. So now if we click our chat head, it bounces out quite nicely. The next thing we need to do is when we click this, it resets everything. So that's why I published the reset signal earlier. So now we can take advantage of that by just connecting all of these interaction connections from our messenger icon, and surely they will reset everything when we click it, except the Y position. So we just need to connect that as well. So if I just click this and click it again, we can see that it works quite nicely.